Alright, so today we're going to show you how to remove a battery. Might have some kind of brace or bracket or strap. I've already got this one loosened up. So you remove this first. Move this out of the way. Put this back on here so we don't lose it. I usually just use an adjustable wrench. This one probably an 8mm, but loosen this up. Might have to speed this up. Oh. Once you got it loose, you just kind of wiggle it off, set it somewhere where it won't touch anything. And we're going to do the same over here. Loosen that up, wiggle it off, and you pick your battery right up and out. Ready to go. Now that we have our battery out, we can use one of these. You get it in any auto parts store. And we can clean up the terminals, little brushes for, and you can clean off the posts of your battery. Yeah, that's how that's done. I'm also spraying these down with electronics cleaner to get all the gunk and junk out. Anything like that can cause disruptions in starting and performance of your battery. So, little helpful hints. So today on Tuning Saint's Garage, we're gonna try these damaged bolt extractors to see if they work. You might be able to hear me over the ducks and the weed. We have this bolt, holds the sensor in. If you've seen my steering knuckle and wheel hub replacement video, then you'll know I couldn't get it out while I was changing that. So these say to use a wrench size that's 2mm bigger than your bolt size. I'm pretty sure the bolt size on this one is an 8, I think. So we're gonna try it, see how it works. Alright, so we've got our 8mm damaged bolt extractor in our 10mm socket. We've got it on a wrench. We've got a breaker bar on here. Breaker bar is just any solid piece of metal that fits around the ratchet to help give you extra leverage. So now I'm going to try this. Alright, so that didn't work for me. I think it just damaged it more. I guess we'll have to try something else. Comment with anything you guys might know that'll help me accomplish this goal. Thanks for watching. Alright, so the next thing we're going to try, I'm going to take this PH3 bit and I'm going to beat it right into there and see if I can't get some grooves by which to turn it with. So wish me luck. So that doesn't seem to be working either. Got a little dent but no grooves. Let's see what else we can try. So now we're going to try taking a smaller size bolt. It's an 8mm nut or bolt, and this is a 7mm socket. We're going to try to beat that on there, see if we can get it on there to be able to get this off. While weed eating, my wife found this frog. He's a pretty frog. Oh, where are you going, buddy? That's a pretty frog. Whoa. My screen would clear up. There we go. Hey, buddy. Hey, pretty frog. Oh, there you go. Bye-bye. Alright, so now we've got the smaller socket pretty beat on there pretty securely, I think. We're going to try to remove our bolt with it. So it looks like that method is the winner. Oh, well, never mind. That's how you extract a bolt, I guess. Huh. Now trying to remove the rest of the bolt, we have bent our punch, so I'm just going to try to straighten it out with the vise. Wish me luck. Put it in the vise, we're able to bend it back, at least most of the way. The hammer should take the rest of that out. Alright, so now that I broke the head off the bolt, I was able to pry just slightly underneath. Being real careful because we don't want to fuck the sensor up. Oh, shit, might have to pry some more. And there's our sensor. Oh, maybe it still don't want to come through. I've gotten out. We just need to find another bolt to replace that one that we snapped to be able to put the sensor in the new wheel hub, the new steering knuckle on the car. Thanks for watching. Now while we have the sensor out, we're going to spray it down with some electronics cleaner. Get it all nice and pretty again. Kind of looks rough. Hopefully it still works. And then we're going to reinstall it on the new steering knuckle. Alright, so today we're going to show you how to remove a tire. The first thing you want to do is loosen all your lug nuts before you get it off the ground. It still has pressure on it, so we're going to do that right now. Alright, so we've got all our lug nuts loose. This little $35 floor jack from Walmart. You always want to find a good solid place to put it. I like putting it right here at the end of the control arm. We take our bar, make sure this little head here is tight, twist it to the right, it's all tight. We're going to go up with it. Make sure we're hitting where we want to be hitting. Put a little bolt in there if you can cup it. That's perfect. Now, we're going to keep raising it up so our tire comes off the ground. See, the tire's off the ground now. And now we can get the lug nuts all the way off, which I'll pause to do. Now that we have all our lug nuts off, let's slide the tire off. That's how you remove a tire. Alright, now that we have our ABS sensor unplugged from our old steering knuckle, we're going to slide it in place on our new one. And then we're going to put a bolt in it. Since I snapped the old one, I'm hoping this one will work. Well, maybe it won't. Maybe I can use one of the ones that held it in up here to hold it in place down here. So that's what we're going to try to do. Wish me luck. So bolt, if it clears up, is got gunk all in the threads. So we're going to clean it with a steel wire brush, and then before we put it back in for sure, we're going to put a little bit of anti-seize on it. So hopefully we don't snap this one when we have to take it back off again. Alright, so this bolt that actually held the sensor up to the body up here is going to work. It's it's more important to have it in here. So we're going to put just a little bit of anti-seize on it. We're going to put the bolt in, and then we're going to rerun our sensor back up through the body and hook it back up. Alright, we've got it all run. That bolt actually came from up here, but it works in there. That's back together. Luckily I had an extra, found that one, it fits. Popped it back through here. Now all we have to do is untape it. Untape this end and plug it back in. Alright, so we're going to put tire back on. We want to line it up with the lug. Line it up with the studs here. Alright, and then you want to put your lug nuts on in a star pattern. Once you got them all on hand tight, you can use your lug wrench. Tighten them all down. Make sure you tighten them in a star pattern. Gives it even pressure. Keeps them from backing off or makes them tighten properly. So now I'm going to pause it and get all these tight. Now that we have all our lug nuts on and tightened down, the way to lower a jack like this is to put your handle on this little knob here and you twist it to the left. Boom. Normally try to do it a little slower than that. Your jack will come down, and I always try to tighten it back up before I use it again. And then you have to go through and tighten again one more time with your tires on the ground so that you're sure they're tight. When they have all the pressure on them, you make sure you give them a little extra tight. And that's how you change the tire. Alright, so we took that old battery to get it tested. They said it only had 3 volts and no cold cranking amps. Supposed to be 12 volt. So we went and got a new battery, turned the old one in for a core charge, and we're going to be reinstalling that today. Now we've got our battery set down in its place. We're going to hook up the terminals and do exactly the reverse of what we did. To take it out, we're going to tighten this bolt, that bolt, and then we're going to put the brace back over it to keep it in place, and that's changing a battery. Now that we've replaced both the ABS sensor and the battery, we're going to see if we catch any of those nuisance lights. Traction control's still off. I think that's something we can reset. So we're good. So as soon as we took off from the driveway, traction control lights and everything went off. Everything's working again with that new sensor plug, or with the old sensor plugged in and with the new battery. So yippee.